I just had my first cheat day in 6 weeks and I feel like shit. Let's talk about that. Yes, I finally got through it and was able to complete a 6 week calorie deficit of 2,100 calories and less. And yes, I'm 6 foot and I now weigh 150 pounds. I think I started at 163, so I lost 10 pounds. And yesterday, I went to my grandma's and I let loose. I had a full cheat day and ate whatever I wanted. I actually ended up eating over 8,000 calories, and I feel like shit. And that's sort of what I want to talk about in this video. Two things really, but I want to first talk about processed food and how it makes you feel. So yes, I did just get back in, and I got no more than 3 hours of laying down sleep, and it's currently 4:41 a.m. I have my coffee, and I'm actually really excited and ready to go back to the gym, just to get back in the routine of where I was at and what I do and how I stay structured. But with that aside, yeah, yesterday I let loose. And when I tell you I ate whatever I wanted, I am talking Snickers. I'm talking fast food. I'm talking chocolate. I'm talking muffins. I'm talking ice cream. I ate it all, okay? And I even have a list of how I feel and how I felt eating it. And man, I will tell you, it's not even a comparison. It is night and day difference versus eating processed food and whole foods. And I even have a list that I was writing down yesterday as I was just eating all this, because my body was literally flushed of all of this. And I had been eating whole foods and actually the same meal for about 4 weeks in a row. So my body definitely got a taste of processed food and what it can do to you, being 8,000 calories worth. And I'm just going to go through the list and I'll sort of touch up on some things that I feel like might be worth touching up on. Um, so, yeah, the first one we have is extremely fatigued. I mean, what do you think when you eat a freaking double cheeseburger with fries that are not just cooked, but literally soaked in oil? I mean, your body's like, what the hell is this? This is not nutrients. Like, I'm going to break it down and make it nutrients, but that's like, come on, man. The second one's sluggish, just playing right into that. I think I'm going to rapid fire all these and then go back through them. Not full in the least, just constantly like hungry after it. Eating until you feel sick. Partly that could be why you're just eating so fast because it tastes so good that you have no sense of like how much food you or calories you're actually consuming. You feel like shit. That's just what I wrote down. Moody, self-conscious, relentlessly hungry. Eat late at night. Non-stop hungry. I know I'm writing that in different ways, but that's what I have written down. Thinking about it nonstop. That one's big. Feeling guilty right after. Grogginess. And what I have in all caps, addictive. And I even just wrote down now, thirst and dry mouth. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. So yeah, I'm going to go back through and touch up on a few of those. Yeah, not full in the least. Let me tell you. I mean, I would eat. Like, I found out, I think I would say Snickers is my favorite ice cream or my favorite candy. But you just don't stop eating. It's insane. You do not stop ever eating. And it's like, where does it end? um, Eating until you feel sick. Yeah, I mean, I think the food is like, I think I kind of just encapsulated it with the food is so good that your body is like, oh my God, it need like keep eating. And then by the time you've eaten the meal, you feel so, you're like, what the hell? And then I would say the worst one for me out of that whole list was being relentlessly hungry. I could not fill myself up. And I'm saying, like, again, it was gluttony to another level. And I was doing that on purpose to sort of be like, okay, you rewarded yourself we're gonna go into a 12-week diet of 6 weeks bulking and then 6 weeks of cutting, which is what I'm planning to do. But so I had that in my mind going into the cheat day, and man, I will tell you, I could not stop eating. I mean, I would eat a full meal and then go eat a chocolate muffin and 2 ice creams after. I actually have a full list on my phone that I'm going to be going over on my Instagram. And again, it's gluttony to another level, and I was doing that on purpose. But man, I just could not fill myself up. And, I feel like shit right now, and I love how I'm saying that while I'm smiling. Most people would not be smiling through this, but I just know how I felt on Friday and Thursday, and today's now Monday. And it's amazing the difference. So yeah, I'm really excited to get back in the gym and kind of flush my body out of this. But it's deeper than processed foods and whole foods. Of course, it makes sense that if you eat whole foods, you're going to feel better. But I want to take this to another aspect of, sure, it was good to let myself go, but in no way are cheat days worth it. Yes, it is awesome to relieve yourself of that mental, oh, I got it in. And I'll give you an example. I had been craving mellow mushroom pizza, and if you don't know what that is, it's a extremely good pizza chain in my restaurant, or I'm sorry, in my opinion. And I was craving it, and I got ordered a large pizza for myself, and I got the works, like meatball, pepperoni, Italian sausage, a pesto swirl, extra cheese, extra sauce, well done. Oh my god, okay, yeah, whatever. But you get the point. And see, the thing is, man, I'll tell you, the pizza was killer. That was some of the best pizza I probably have ever had in my life. Maybe because I was craving it that bad, but it was also extremely, extremely good. But the sad reality is the thought of the prize is always better than the prize itself. That pizza was killer. But guess what? The thought of it was so much better. And that just goes through life. Like, again, I'll give an example with weed. I'm 23 and I see a whole bunch of people like, oh my god, especially on my Instagram, like what weed is smoking like when you're 30, or what weed is smoking, what it's like smoking when you're like 25. And it's a whole bunch of paranoia shit. And it's like, well, yeah, if you're abusing it and you're like, you feel high, then yeah, I would imagine that paranoia can take over. But if you limit yourself to smoking once a month, then you have a prize in front of you to not only work towards, but to reward yourself with. And sure, once you smoke, it may not be as good as you imagine it would be, but you're still getting your fix in a healthy way. And again, that's sort of how the cheat day is to an extent. You're leading yourself up to this prize, and in your head you're like, oh my god, it's gonna be the best thing ever. The mellow mushroom pizza is gonna save my life. But in reality, the thought of it is always gonna be better. So yeah, I would just say be wary about all these wants and desires in your life, because the fact is honestly, if it compels you that hard, like this fast food and that pizza, then there's two things. It's you should probably let it go, or you should limit yourself to how often you get that prize. Because yeah, it is good to work toward a reward, and if that reward is a cheat to you, go for it, absolutely. But you have to have a little bit of awareness on what's going on and what you're doing. And how you'll feel. And yeah, I want to make sure I touch up on all my notes. I think that would be all. So yeah, I just sort of wanted to come on here and talk about how I feel after that cheat day. And to be honest, I really had kind of 2 cheat days. I went back to back, and I just tracked the first one being 8,000, and I couldn't even bring it to myself to track the second one. but I would say I definitely did above 5,000 and over the weekend on one day and 8,000 on the other, with the 8,000 one being tracked. So I hope this gave you some insight. If this gives you any confidence on not eating processed foods, please stay away from them. And on top of that, maybe it can give you some insight on some goals and, sort of what you want. And I don't know. Yeah, I hope I was able to convey my processed thoughts well, and that you can get an understanding for how I feel. And yeah, I am very much looking forward to fleshing my body of all this crap and getting in that gym and getting it to it this morning. It is now 4:51. So yeah, I'm gonna get at it after today. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a very nice rest of your day. And keep grinding, man. It's, have that goal in front of you and work towards it. Give yourself that prize, but just know that the thought of the prize is going to be better, and let that thought and the momentum of your progress just keep pushing you. So yeah, I hope you have a nice day. Bye-bye.